and I hope you ride with me. But if you tell by the title, this is going to be about nutrition and how eating right makes a difference. So I decided a couple of days ago, you can see this clown right here, that I was gonna, give myself 30-day challenge, right? And the 30 days was basically, you know, um, to lean, trim up. Now I work out a lot, but I eat a lot of snacks, right? So I can go from being, what's up, GG? I can go from being athletic to skinny fat. And so depending on the weight regimen I do, I go up and down in physique. But I noticed for sure, what's up here more, that eating right makes a difference. And I'm talking about this for now because, so I decided like really 3 days ago, I was going to just, get back to eating healthy, right? Because I eat relatively healthy, but I snack. So no more juice. I don't even drink juice. I drink like lemonades. But lemonades have a lot of sugar in them. So no lemonade. So now it's just spring water and mineral water. Which if anybody has ever drunk mineral water, they know it has fizz but no taste, right? So this is what I'm on, right? Y'all gonna hear me going wild in traffic in a minute. So what's going on is I'm drinking water all day long. All day long. What's up, Gerard? Water and mineral water. And if not that, coconut water. It makes a difference. So in the last 2 days, I lost 5 pounds. Now I'm one of those people that if I lose weight, it's basically around my stomach. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So my stomach will go up and down depending on my weight. Everything else is relatively the same. So I've been eating fruits and vegetables. So for lunch, for breakfast, say I work out in the morning, and on my way to work I have water and fruit. You know what I'm saying? Right now I've been eating plum cots. So and normally I don't even check calories. Yeah, Mr. Moore, it is. I don't check calories. So I was eating plum cots, so I checked. It's like 60 calories. So they talk about having a calorie deficit. People that are in fitness and all that, that's what they mean. You eat you eat less calories than what is necessary and you burn off more, so you start losing weight, unnecessary weight. And so I've been doing that. So a plum cot's like 60 calories. So the water, there's no calories in water. The mineral water, there's no calories in mineral water. So then I get out, I work outside. So when I'm outside, I might eat. I have been eating. What's up? Um, uh, what is it? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I've been eating bananas and oranges. So bananas like 115, 150 calories. Oranges is like 60, 85 if I'm not mistaken. So that's from morning to basically night. So at night, what I was eating was seared salmon, chow mein, which is a version of lo mein, with some vegetables, and a kale salad. So that might run me 700 to 800 calories. So picture you work out, you go to work, and you eating less than 2,000 calories, and you burning say 2, 3, 4,000 calories in a day. You're gonna start losing weight. And eating right makes a difference. So today, and I've been doing it the last 2 days. And I know this because I normally go up and down and weight because if you see older videos of me, I'm like top heavy. I'm swole up because I wanted to get bigger. I got in that accident. I wanted to get smaller. So now I'm at that phase where even though I work out every day, I plateaued because I got accustomed to the workouts. So you could be in good shape, but your body is gonna stay the same because your body's accustomed to the workout. So eating makes a difference and it helps you change. But I'm not gonna lie, when I said I was gonna make a change, I meant it. So I completely changed my workout regimen. As in, I don't do the same workouts at all. Now I'm doing things that I did when I was a teenager. So what I mean by that is I'm lifting. I was doing a lot of stuff on Smith machines. Now it's straight barbells and bars. That's all it, barbells and bars. That's it. You know, and exercises that I didn't normally do anymore. Like how can I say? I would do the Smith machine bench, but I started doing regular bench again. Um, that I feel good. I'm not gonna front. I feel good. Excuse me. So I felt a different kind of strain, different kind of ab routine. I don't even hardly do abs right now. You know, I normally do like 1,000 a day. Not doing it because my abs are already strong, but I need core stability. So I'm doing a lot of core work. So difference. I'm not even doing planks or nothing like that because I'm so accustomed to them. But change the complete workout, and now I'm working out differently every day to the point where 30 days, 30 different workouts. Like yesterday, I did that. Today, I went out to the basketball court before work. I did suicides, bear crawls, duck walks, wall sits, push-ups, and 40-yard dash. And I was at work, and when I had moments in the day, what I started doing was started doing sit-ups while I was working. Every time I could take a break, right? Got off work, 4 mile run. So today is a two a day. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Monday. Tomorrow I'm gonna go walk with my lady, and then later on that night I'm gonna go do like football drills or something completely different. Monday, I'm off from work. I'm gonna do the same thing. Not the same workout, but I'm gonna do it two a day. I might jog in the morning, and tomorrow, different type of barbells and bars. You know, lunges and stuff like that. Now, I say that to say this. I don't necessarily want to lose weight, but what I do understand is I'm gonna have to trim down some body fat because, like, my BMI was like 27. Now, 2 days later, it's 20. It's like 20, 25.1, which is about to be in 24, which is normal. So I say that to say what I'm getting at is this: if you continuously work out, it's gonna be easier to drop off. What's happening with it, Judge? The Temptation, the original is right here though. So now that's one thing. Now my body type is a little bit because I'm more of a slim build anyways. But now I got to get back to eating correctly. So now my refrigerator is not necessarily empty, but I threw out everything that I would snack on for the most part. So anything that got sugar and salt, it's either I ain't touching it or I threw it out. So all I got in my fridge right now is water, the juices that I don't drink, mineral water, grapes, watermelon, pineapple, and vegetables that I don't like. And I'm one person that don't like vegetables. What's good? So now I forgot I got all this change in here that makes it rumble. I got change for the toll if I get on it. But hold up. Okay. So what winds up happening is now I got fish, flounder, sea bass, salmon, amberjack. I don't even eat beef, but I got beef in my refrigerator. But for the most part, I'm gonna be eating fish, vegetables, lo mein, salad, rice. Everything is gonna be baked. Nothing's gonna be fried. And I'm a person who like French fries, not even eating fries. Wind up eating zucchini, cucumber, squash, stuff that I really don't like. But it makes a difference, you know. And and years ago, I had high cholesterol because I like eating shrimp, seafood, turkey. Was appreciate it, Cortez. I can't read because I'm driving, but thanks. You know, that gave me high cholesterol because I ate it so much. So now I gotta back up off of that. I, I pick weekends like this weekend is like you would cheat on the weekends, right? Go out to eat, go to restaurants. I'm cutting that out too. Cooking. And if I go somewhere that's a restaurant, I'm gonna go somewhere like Dish Society where they have like a cucumber watermelon salad. That's what I'm eating. You know, because I got to change the whole thing. You eat different. Now the only reason I'm doing this is because once I get lean the way I like it, because I want to get my 6 pack back. I'm at about a 3.5, 4. I don't like that. I don't like that. So the thing about it is, once you get back to the size that you want or the body structure that you want, in some ways it's easier to maintain it. And this is one of my secrets. It's a tip. Because sometimes you fall off and bounce back. One of the reasons I do the same workouts is because I want a plateau. I want them to get I want my body to get used to it. Because then when I switch it up, it's easier to trim up and lean out. Because I did 1,000 crunches. Guess what? All I got to do is 100 sit-ups. You get what I'm saying? Or 100 incline sit-ups. That's all I got to do. Because my lower abs are not as engaged as my upper and middle. Because when you do a lot of crunches, your upper and middle abdominals get the bulk of the work. So the lower part, you got to do something a little bit more strenuous. Or those reverse sit-ups where you on a decline bench, but your legs is instead of your head being downward, your head is upward, and you holding the bar and you doing leg raises, that type of stuff. I only got to do like set to 20, 25 because my body is so accustomed to the other stuff, I can feel a burn very quickly. And this gets back to watching what I'm eating because you can't eat stuff because I would normally eat things that would put on the weight and for me was put on the most weight is actually sugar. Sugar, not so much salt because I run so much. Like, let me put this in. If you run a cycle or you do anything like that, do a lot of cardio. If you eat salt, water weight, you're gonna burn off the water and you're gonna kind of rehydrate. But if you eat sugar, that's gonna be fat. So, for me, cookies, potato chips, Cheez-Its, you know what I'm saying? Kind of. Uh, um, what are those things? Like the ice cream bars. Not even the ice cream, but more so the fruit bars. Too much sugar still. The lemonade, like I said, I like lemonade and hibiscus lemonade and lemonade tea. So I like, stuff with that. I don't even drink sodas, but that adds up. It adds up. Gummy bears, love gummy bears. Gotta watch it. So you gotta get off of that. So then, and me, I'm a person, I cut cold turkey. Cold turkey, I don't want it. That's just how I get down. I don't want it no more. Alcohol, I don't really drink like that. I got a bottle of Johnny Walker Double Black now. Took a sip of that. It's all right. It's all right. I can say that. It's all right. But getting back to the lecture at hand. Now, part of this is because the friend that stayed with me, she's a trainer. They stayed with me for about a year. She's a vegan. And she would try to get me to eat her diet. I'm like, no thank you. You know, but she's a trainer, so she was definitely in way better shape than me. My lady now, my actually woman, she's a person that eats salads all the time. She actually likes salads. She likes French fries, but she likes salads. So her body is banging, and she's really not a person. And she walks. She just eats salads, eats healthy, and walks. That's it. And sometimes jogs. And I'm like, this body's right, stomach's flat. And I'm like, okay, this is all you doing? Like, yeah, I know I gotta eat more vegetables. So that's what those two people actually push me to, from time to time, to eat more vegetables. Cause I fall off the wagon. Cause after a while I'm like, I don't like this. But I go in the grocery store, and I'm one of those people who try things. So I was eating green beans with breadcrumbs. They covered in breadcrumbs and Parmesan, and you could bake them. You don't have to fry them. So they green beans, but they crunchy and they taste good. So that got me back on the wagon because I kept buying the things and buying them and buying them. I like eating asparagus, but I just don't like the way it smells when you got to use the bathroom. But it's a diuretic. It'll make you use the bathroom. And I've talked about that before. Personally, I like cucumbers. So with me, I'm gonna wind up buying a bunch of cucumbers and eat that because I can eat cucumbers all day. Just chop them up and I'll make my own cucumber watermelon salad. The one thing I learned about those is if you cut around the seeds, you slice them like they French fries, and cut around the seeds, they last long. But if you keep the seeds in them and you sit them down, they will spoil. That's what actually spoils them. It's not the outside of the seeds. It's the seed part that's inside. So got to do that. Got to eat more onions. Ironically, because when I said earlier about the high cholesterol, I'm a person I like peppers, onions, green onions. I cook a lot with sweet peppers, onions, and green onions, and spinach. I like spinach, but I don't like cooked spinach. I don't like cooked spinach. I don't like greens cooked because they just too soggy and mushy. That's one of the reasons I don't like stuff like that. But I know I got to get back to eating beans. And I'm old school, so some of y'all don't know this because beans give you gas. But what you do is you soak your beans for like 5 to 8 hours, and salt water, and then you pour the water out, and then you cook them. You know, you put more water in and cook them. It takes the extra quote unquote gas, as they say, out the beans. You know, so that's my next thing because I got beans all in my black beans and red beans. It's the only beans I eat. That's it. And the irony of it is, I know when I eat like that, I'm full, and it helps me. And the reason I'm talking about being full is a lot of times when you change your diet and you try to eat healthier, you're hungry. You want meat, you want beef, you want a burger, you want fries, you want, you know, chicken sandwich or something like that. And really the bread is what gets you also. But the other thing, saturated fat and all that other stuff. But truth be told, if you replace that hunger with fruits and vegetables, it'll subside the hunger. You'll be satisfied, but you won't be full. So you'll be eating to live. You know what I mean? You won't get that, I'm just swollen and full. Same thing when you eat salads. You'll be satisfied, but you won't be full. And you gotta eat different. You know, I'm going to my homeboy's house right now. We getting together, you know, kicking it or whatever. But I can't eat most of the stuff they got over there. So I'm gonna be over there eating fruits, vegetables, and water. Because when I said I'm on this, I'm on this. You know, and I haven't eaten. It's kind of, and I technically do intermittent fat. Inter, I always say intermittent fasting because normally I go from morning. I eat them early in the morning like a fruits or something. When I do this, and at the end of the night, I eat by 8 o'clock. You know, I eat anywhere from 7 to 8, and then that's it. And the one thing I do understand about when I do stuff like this is you'll be surprised when you eat right how much weight you lose at night because that resting period you kind of you still burning off fat and shit. Like, oh shit, they not playing out here. Traffic. So if y'all know anything about, when you lay in a bed with somebody and you be like, it's hot, get off me. That's because your body burns those calories at night. So you get hot, you know. And one thing I gotta add to this is when I said earlier I was changing, you know, different workouts. Like I'm doing workouts like when I was younger. See, when I was younger, I played football, baseball, wrestling, and track. And I learned how to box early, but I couldn't box per se. Let's just put it like this: I could box, but I got a cut over my eye, right? So I got a cut from jumping in the pool. So I skint this whole side of my face off. So if you get in a fight, if I get hit, it'll cut. You know, if I just if I and it's something, it's not big, it don't gush, but the cut is on the bone. So anybody knows about that when it's on the bone. If you hit it, if you hit it a grazer hard enough, it's gonna trickle. So that's what that is. But it never stopped me from fighting. But whatever. um, but because of all those different workouts, I know over the years what to do differently. So one day I'm gonna do a football workout. One day I'm gonna do a track workout. One day I'm gonna do a wrestling workout. One day I'm gonna do a baseball workout. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna do a boxing workout. You kind of get, and what you can do if you had all those experiences with that kind of stuff, you can always mix and match. Like take something of this and put it with this, and take something of that and put it with that. For me, one of the easiest things I do is I work up top to bottom. And what I mean is I say do bench press and then I go do squats. You know what I'm saying? Do military press, go do front squats. You know what I'm saying? So you start burning your chest, and then you start burning your legs, and you feel a burn up top, then you feel a burn down low, and it constantly puts your body in that kind of shot. So it's the same thing. Um, if I do a core workout, I might do something that engages the core, and then I might do something like, how can I say, a hand-eye coordination drill. So now I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying all this is because a lot of times I didn't take it into consideration, but a lot of us are trying to lose weight and lose this and lose that. We thinking, oh, if I work out, I'm gonna lose it. If you eat right, you're gonna start losing weight immediately. If you eat right and drink water, you're gonna start losing weight immediately. But to get the better the physique per se that you want for your body type, you're gonna have to confuse your body. You can't give your body the same workout over and over again. And the crazy part about it is, get online and start looking at YouTube and all these professional athletes, because they all got YouTube. A lot of them got YouTube pages, and you notice when they work out, they're not doing the same thing twice. Notice that they're not doing the same. You're thinking they're big, they're strong, but the workouts that they're doing, they're not doing the same thing twice. Their natural body type is their natural body type. So Odell Beckham, look at his. Derrick Henry, look at his. Um, Terrence Crawford, look at his. Uh, Andre Berto, I think he does one. I ain't seen it. I seen him in other people's pages. I don't know if he have his own, but look at his. If he do, Jimmy Butler got one. Look at his. See, because they all got trainers and whatnot, and it's one of those things. If you can't afford a trainer at first, try to emulate what the trainers, what these athletes are doing. Sometimes you're gonna realize the things you can do individually you can do, but it's the other things you're gonna need somebody to help you with. The workouts. Go to the bodybuilders workouts. You're gonna learn that genetics plays a factor in your body. Genetics plays a factor in your body structure, your body type, um, how you build muscle, how you lose, muscle or lose fat. Now you do different workouts to change it. As a matter of fact, look at Joe Thomas. Joe Thomas is probably gonna be a Hall of Fame left tackle. Played for the Cleveland Browns. He retired. He's big, but all he did was basically start swimming. He lost like 50 or 60 pounds swimming. Now you look at him, he's jacked. But what you don't understand about him is he was bigger. So basically he lost the girth and just trimmed down, and now he just looks like a big guy who's like 240, 250. But he was like easily 310 in the NFL. And the other thing, sometimes if you want to pack on weight, you got to overeat to pack on weight and muscle. Bodybuilders, when you look at them, they'll talk about that overeating. That overeating can be dangerous, especially for a person who wants to emulate a bodybuilder, but is not training like a bodybuilder. You're just going to pack on pounds. That's it. Because that even messes with their health. People forget about that. Now, the old school bodybuilders, you see some of them now, 60s, 70s, they still look good. But that's partially because of their genetics. And they kept working out. So that's another thing. You're gonna have to actually push yourself. Tony, what's up? I couldn't even see you, fam. I'm driving, so y'all gotta excuse me. And the other thing about eating, it helps your skin. In your skin, your hair, and your nails in general, and I've said this repeatedly, Your skin, your hair, and your nails are a telltale sign of your health. And I remember this. Okay, when I used to run track, I pulled my hamstring in high school bad at a downstate track at the downstate in the state track meet because I was dehydrated. But when I got to college, I had a lot of lactic acid. So to get around that, you got to eat things high in potassium. That's why you hear a lot of people who are very active. They eat a lot of bananas because they need the potassium for that lactic acid. That's one thing you might have to eat more of when you start working out. If you start feeling that the burn to the point where you cramping up and you can't move, you need more bananas, more potassium in your diet. If it get real bad, you're gonna need sodium. You know, Gatorade used to be big on sodium. Now it's more of a sugar drink, so it's more like pickle juice when it comes to sodium. But that's also about eating differently. The other thing about that is, like I said, when I ran track, I had to drink a lot of water. So I was drinking like the big cups of cold water. So I get like 6 at a sitting. You know, we was eating lunch. I get 3 at lunch, you know, three at breakfast, 3 at lunch, and 3 at dinner. So I was basically pushing close to a gallon a day, but I was running track. I wouldn't advise drinking a gallon of water a day for a person who's not active. You're gonna overflow your body with water, and that can actually shut down part of your system. So I don't think that's a good idea for folks. But I digress. But when you start being active, a lot of water is good. It flushes you out, and it even flushes the fat out. You know. Now, besides that, I would personally say eating healthy is cheaper. I've said this numerous times. But the thing about it is, if you're buying fruits and vegetables, don't buy a big amount. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to buy strawberries, you know, if you buy them that day, start eating them that day. You know, blueberries and blackberries last a little bit longer. But if you buy bananas, if you buy 5, start eating them that day. Because you know they spoil just like that. If you buy a watermelon, cut it up, start eating it that day. If you buying spinach, you know, uh, lettuce, not asparagus, but arugula. I hate arugula. Start eating it that day. Like eat all those things that day, and so that way, if you buy them, you eat them, and then you buy something else. Because that's what happens with a lot of times when you buy a lot of fruits and vegetables, they rot on you because you eat other stuff, and you need to start eating that immediately. And that's what costs people money, because you can put your meat in the freezer. Your sausage, you know, if you eat sausage, you eat bacon, you eat eggs, you put that in the refrigerator, it can last a while. It got an expiration date, like a month later. I'm not a big person on milk, but I will drink almond milk. And that's the one thing I do like about almond milk. That stuff lasts for months. So if you buy almond milk, it'll last you a long period of time. It's not like milk. Milk spoils like that. And I don't. And one of the reasons I'm lactose intolerant. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Um. Well, I swear, I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't rock with milk like that. But on top of that, it gives me phlegm. I don't have to use the bathroom. I get a lot of phlegm from that. But what winds up happening is I don't eat cereal because I love cereal. A box of Golden Grams, that's my thing. But cereal got too much sugar, so you got to cut it out. A lot of times I eat breakfast. Now, since I'm on this kick, it's gonna be if I eat breakfast, It's gonna be egg whites, and I only eat egg whites. I don't even eat yolk. Be perfectly, I don't eat yolk. I just eat egg whites, and I'll make frittatas, omelets, um, egg whites. I don't eat bacon. I eat turkey bacon or turkey sausage or something like that. If I eat bacon or sausage, that's not really my thing either. But grits is my thing. But I can't do that now. Too heavy, so I gotta eat oatmeal. Oatmeal, great breakfast. It's light. Oatmeal, fruits, egg whites, light. You straight. Every now and then I'll make breakfast tacos. You know, but I get the corn tacos. I don't get the flour. Ironically. So that's a whole nother thing. Because when I see people who eat a lot of tacos, they get swole. It's like eating pasta. That's why I talked earlier about like lo mein, chow mein instead of pasta. And I eat veggie pasta. So, but the pasta can pack on the pounds because it is, basically sugar, carbohydrate, the carbohydrates, the carbs, it breaks down. The only reason, like I'm on this 30-day kick now, and I'm seeing results 2 days in, but because I'm active. You know what I'm saying? I've always been super active, but now I'm at a point where it ain't gonna take me 30 days to see significant results. It might take me 2 weeks, but if I get to that point, I'm gonna keep going past it because that's the one thing about that diet. Your body gets accustomed to the foods you eat, whether they're good or bad. So if you keep eating good food, your body's gonna be accustomed to eating good food, and it's gonna be it's gonna be accustomed to breaking it down and utilizing it. But if your body eats bad food, your body gets accustomed to that bad food. And the reason I know this is because my older cousin used to tell me, when you get older, you're gonna feel it. Your body's gonna tell you everything. And I was like, okay. And as I got older, you know, I can feel the difference in my body if I'm eating cookies versus grapes or watermelon. I can tell. Like I can, if I'm eating gummy bears or if I'm eating if I'm eating fish, I can tell the difference. My body is like, I know what that is. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you if you have fat and if you store fat, the minute you start eating the sugars and the fries and the chips, if you pay attention, you could feel it going to those fat spots in your body. You could, and I didn't know what people was talking about it. I was like, huh? You know, but I could feel it. It sounds weird, but if I start eating sugar, I'm like, oh, it's about to be love handle season. It's about to be love handle season. Oh, the ice cream man. You know, but if I'm eating fruits and fish, I can feel my body hardening. I can feel it just, everything like shrinking inward, and I feel harder, more firm. So how you look at it. Now, let me see if I can get here. One of the other things about that is this, because I am one of the person who gets phlegm, like I said earlier. For me, that helps my diet because sometimes the old boxing coach said. So what that means is, I mean, what? I'm thirsty. It's clear. If it's mucus, greenish, yellow, you might be sick. You know what I'm saying? If it's thick, you eating bad. If it's thin, you good. And a lot of people don't don't you don't work out enough to. Sometimes when you don't work out enough, you don't spit like that because you're not hacking, you're not coughing, your mouth not dry. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the difference. But when you're eating good, you can see it. You're like, okay, I need to stop this. And I'm a person. It hit me when I was a teenager because I had walking pneumonia for like a junior year in high school. I was spitting up blood every day, 2 3 months. You know, my and whatnot, and my inside. I got sick. I didn't know. I didn't know what walking pneumonia was. So, which is another thing about eating good. Like you won't get sick. You will not. If you eat healthy, the chances of you getting sick are slim to none. Slim to none. Like if you get sick, you might get sick once a year, once every 2 years, because you eating all the right things. You eating all, you eating oranges, you eating lemons, you eating limes, you know, you eating baked stuff, you eating grilled stuff, you eating raw fruits and vegetables, or you eating cooked vegetables. You know what I'm saying? You eating things that your body processes and gives you more useful energy than not. You know, hold up. Now the other thing about that I forgot to mention is your body will get addicted to bad foods. And I didn't know how bad that was until a few years back. I decided to be a vegetarian. Just on a whim, cold turkey. I was like, I ain't eating meat no more. My body started acting like a crack addict for burgers, chickens, fried chicken. And I wasn't big on fast food at the time. I'm big on fries, but not fast food. I could smell things. I could smell the barbecue, the fried chicken, the burgers from miles away. I could like, oh, it's fresh. Jesus, that smells so good. But your body got accustomed. My body got accustomed to it, and it wanted it. It wanted it. Because when I was younger, I was big on burgers. I was real big on burgers. Wendy's. As I got older, Whataburger in Texas. That was my joint. The other thing about some people eat that vegan food, you know, vegan burgers and Beyond Meat. Some of that is good, but some of that is not. That soy stuff not good for you. I'm gonna just be honest. That soy is not good for you. That's why you gonna see something that says soy free. The bean burgers, they cool, but a lot of the burgers got more sodium in it than a regular burger. So, in all honesty, you're not eating meat, but you eating way more salt than you should be eating. So, even with eating healthy, you gotta watch that because people don't tell you about that part. They just say, oh, it's vegan, it's vegetarian. They don't tell you how unhealthy some of those vegan and vegetarian food is. It ain't all great and grand. But for now, um, I know I'm missing something. I'm driving, so I'll write things down. Blenders adult, yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you. So if y'all got fruits, right? You know, if y'all got fruits in y'all house, my lady likes that, blending carrots, and I hate that. I hate all the green smoothie. I hate them. But I will tell you this: if you freeze, like cut up a watermelon or a pineapple and put it in the freezer, put that joint up, add some water, some coconut water, put that joint in the blender. Make you a fruit smoothie. Just it's fruit slushy. Watermelon, pineapple, bam, bam, bam. Zzz, that'll taste good. Now I don't eat what they call it, agua fresca. I forgot. I think that's the Spanish term for it. That I ain't gonna. That's off the chain. If you don't like smoothies like that, that's off the chain. You know, No daiquiris. I like daiquiris too, but you know, but it's kind of like that. You got to start changing the way you look at food, because if you look at it differently, you'll be able to create things differently. You know, and when you get down to a good size or good, it's really not. I'm gonna say this: it's not necessarily size because people are built differently. When you get down to a certain amount of lean, then it's very easy to maintain it. And what I mean by that is, when you get to a certain amount of leanness, you can have more than one cheat day. But you know to get back on the horse quick. See what happens with a lot of people is you get comfortable. Cause I've done it. That's why I'm on this 30-day thing now. I got comfortable in my workouts, in my diet, and I was like, okay, I'm burning it. But I'm gonna be honest. What's gonna wind up happening is you get comfortable, you look like you look good, but the mirror is funny, because if you get accustomed to looking at yourself, you're gonna see muscles that ain't there. You're gonna see a body that ain't there. You're gonna kind of technically you gonna have like body dysmorphia, like, I still got it. You're not really gonna see the drop off like that, because you could be like skinny, fat, and athletic, and you can still see the lines are there. I still see the lines. I got, but you know, you're gonna start blowing out. You know what I mean? The lines there, but then the lines get further and further and further. And I learned this one year. I had a thing for kolaches and cinnamon rolls, and I was at work, and I touched my stomach like this. And if you can see, like, I touched like this, but it went way in, like way in. And I was like, and I put my finger. I was like, wait, I went in like 2 inches. Oh no, I'm overweight. I'm fatter than the mug. Sometimes when you live heavy, people don't tell you you get big, but you get big and bulky. And sometimes you get bloated. So it's a difference when you big and lean and when you big and bloated. That's a completely different thing. Cause you can feel hard as a rock. Like, and that's the thing. Your body is hard.